When you picture an auto mechanic, you may picture this. But at Carl's Advanced Auto and Truck Repair, customers are often surprised to see who's under the hood and calling the shots.
A lot of people ask to talk to the owner, and I think that's really funny because I am the owner.
At just 24, Victoria Carl not only fixes cars and trucks, she owns and operates her own auto repair business in Voorheesville.
We are always busy, always packed in the shop and trying to push out as much quality work as we can. And there's days where I'm like, what is happening? And then I sit down on the couch and I'm like, what other 24-year-old had to deal with these things today? Nobody.
Victoria first fell in love with cars when she was just a little girl.
I actually raced go-karts. When I was 10 years old, I started racing go-karts with my brother and my dad. After that, we started buying restoration trucks and restoring them for when I was going to be able to drive. Me and my dad painted this.
And that family restoration project only fueled her passion.
I absolutely love diesels for no reason. I love the way that they work.
And that passion for motors kicked into high gear in high school after a field trip.
So I went home and I told Mom that we went to Votech today and I was looking at welding or diesel, and she said, that's not what girls do. Why would you do that?
I did, unfortunately, try to discourage her.
Katie Carl says at the time her daughter's dreams seemed absurd.
Within 30 seconds, the word no came out of my mouth. As her mom, I was incredibly proud that she was making a decision to do something so difficult and so challenging. But on the other side, I was petrified for her as her mom because I didn't want to put her in a classroom with 30 other young men who were going to make her life incredibly difficult. I didn't want her to be discriminated against.
But Victoria wouldn't let fear become a roadblock, and she enrolled in trade school.
I was absolutely intimidated. In all my classes, I was usually the only female. And in the beginning, I kind of just sat in the corner and I just got my bearings about me and kind of see what was going on. But then people actually started to gravitate towards me and like the way that I did my work. They treated me like they were my big brothers most of the time. They were all fantastic.
After earning scholarships and 2 college degrees in diesel technologies, she became a masterful mechanic with dreams of being her own boss.
Hey, Mom, can you check to see if we have a 7047 oil filter in stock?
Sure.
Which she now is, with Mom right by her side.
Super proud of her, super proud of what she's accomplished, what she's doing here, and can't wait to see what the next 5, 10, 15 years holds for her. She is an incredible teacher. She loves to share her passion with others, no matter what it is.
And that's exactly what Victoria is doing now, hosting classes for women, using her love of cars to pave the way for girls like her.
So there was never a me to look up to when I was young, and I never had somebody to say, what should I expect when I go into that classroom full of boys? What is going to happen? I didn't have that, so I kind of fend for myself in that regard, and I want to be that for women. I do what I do because somebody told me I can't do what I do in the way beginning of this whole thing, but now I do it because I absolutely love it. There you go. Thank you.
Julie Chapman, Spectrum News.
Enjoy the weather.